Hello and welcome to episode 15 of the Coffee Break. I am Adlan, your weekly host this week, if you like. And this week we've got a special episode and perhaps the last episode of Coffee Break. But this week I have my usual co-presenter, Manio.
Hello, hello.
But we have our special guest, Monochromatic X as well.
Hello.
And this episode is sort of like a quickish one, if you like. And we're going to be covering all the stuff from PAX East, which Mono attended, and a few bits and bats other than that. So, without further ado, we will crack straight onto this stuff and zoom into some Mono PAX, and we'll get Mono to tell us about a game, and then we'll ask him some questions about it. So, Mono, it's over to you.
So, I went to PAX like 2 weeks ago, so my memory is a bit, faded a little bit. So I'm gonna miss a bit of detail, but yeah, I guess the three major games I played were what's this called? Max Payne 3. The other one, which I completely forgot its name, is Max Payne 3. And
well, just cover Max Payne 3 first, and then
let's talk about that. Yeah.
You'll refresh your memory over time, I'm sure.
Yeah, sorry, I completely forgot the names. So Max Payne 3. I was not excited about Max Payne at all. Like, I never played the first or second one, and they have this rule that all the Rockstar games suck ass, and they hated every one of them so far.
It's a good rule.
Yeah. So I went to the line. I was not expecting much. The only reason I went to the line because it was about to close. The exhibition hall was about to close. So the line was shorter than usual. So I thought, okay, I have nothing to do, so I might as well try it. Stood in line, half an hour, and then got in to play, and to my surprise, it was actually pretty good. I mean, I only played like 10 minutes, but the game was pretty fucking awesome. The graphics were cool, the combat, aiming and stuff were a lot better. They kinda like have the same Rockstar feel, where you aim with a small ass dot that you can barely see, but it was better than any Rockstar game mechanic I ever played, and I already pre-ordered that game.
So is it third-person perspective?
Yeah, it is. It's third-person perspective.
So, and cover-based or not so cover-based?
It has cover-based right now. But it's not very sticky, like in Gears of War or Mass Effect, where you just all of a sudden find yourself stuck to a wall. It's more like you press B. You have to be very close to the wall to actually get in cover.
And one other question from me on that. I'm guessing as well. I'll come to the multiplayer afterwards. But the feel of Max Payne himself. I mean, you didn't like the previous games, but you've obviously seen them. He looks a lot rougher and worse for wear in this game. Did that come over in sort of his movement and any character that you experienced at the time?
Kinda. I mean, he isn't very athletic, but at the same time, he's not like a boring to play, or he's not sluggish. It's really better to play. Also, I did play Max Payne 1 yesterday, so I was able to see the difference between the bullet time mechanics between the two games. But I can say that Max Payne 3, it's very true to the bullet time mechanics of Max Payne 1. I'm pretty sure the fans of the first two games will really enjoy Max Payne 3 because it's a true sequel.
Cool.
Very true. Yeah.
Any questions, Mono?
No, not really. I've never been interested in Max Payne, so.
Wow. See what I mean by when I say a quick show? Where we're going to get through these. It's nice to get first impressions, of course.
Yeah.
All games, and I don't know when Max Payne's released, but I think it's pretty soon. So.
Yeah, it's 15th of May.
15th of May, yeah.
Yeah, I know that because I have the poster right behind me right now, and it says 15th of May.
He's been bribed by some swag.
Yeah. Have you seen my tweet for that?
Yeah. Did you get a chance to try the multiplayer, or was it just a single player demo only?
It was on a single player demo.
Because the multiplayer looked a bit interesting. It's like a gang warfare.
Yeah. It is very strange. They gave me like what is this called? Like a booklet that one explains single player, the other explains multiplayer. And the multiplayer one is that you can use bullet time in multiplayer. And the way it happens is that it affects, if you trigger bullet time, everyone in front of you will be put in bullet time as well, but people behind you will play normally. Which
Wow.
is, I was like, what? How? I don't even know.
The dynamics of bullet time in multiplayer is fascinating.
I know. I mean, the only game I saw do that was what's this called? That zombie game I tried to play the other day.
I do not know what it is.
Mario should do it. We tried to play it the other day.
Oh, was it Killing Floor?
Yeah, Killing Floor. They have
Yeah,
it,
Killing Floor does that.
but it's completely rubbish. So
Yeah.
That's really.
You guys suck. Don't even just. The only thing I saw that interested me, like, in any sort of way with Max Payne, was all I saw in the trailer that really caught my eye was people sliding around on their knees and shooting people in slow motion. I'm like, that's awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome. Yeah.
We need some more of that, I think. So Max Payne's coming out May, so that's a cool little coverage of that. So what other games did you try? What's your next one?
Yeah, the other major game I played, which I forgot their name, it was Borderlands 2.
Aha!
Yes.
Yeah. And luckily, the first thing me and Slickshot did on the first day was go to the Borderlands 2 line and stand there.
Nice.
Which is the smartest thing ever, because the line grew enormously after we stood in line. I mean, we waited for like almost 45 minutes. Some people waited for 2 hours to play the game.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was insane. So we got there. It was a no, it's not. Basically, they plugged the consoles together, so you play with other people who are playing
Oh,
the single
System
player.
Link. System Link.
Yeah, System Link. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I played with Slickshot. So it was the two of us wreaking havoc in the game. So it feels odd like Borderlands 1, but with a bit of polish and improvement, I guess. You know, I always felt that Borderlands 1 had some. I don't know, the controls were not very excellent. They were good, but not excellent. But this one, it felt really smooth and real. Yeah, it's a real improvement for Borderlands 1. Also, the abilities were awesome. I played as the Siren thing, I think. So basically, I'm the healer of the group, and I heal my teammates by shooting at them. Yeah.
Sounds like something they do in Star Wars with this hammer time. There seems to be a lot of shooting people equals healing these days. It's very interesting.
Like in Team Fortress 2, the medic has the gun that heals people.
Yeah, so I'm not really a Borderlands fan, so I think the best person to ask questions about Borderlands 2 and what you experience of it is probably Mania, sorry, because he is more of a fan. I'm not.
I actually watched the live stream they were doing for Borderlands 2.
Really?
Looked awesome. And when I first played the first one, actually, I didn't enjoy it at all. I thought it was a pile of shit.
Mm-hmm.
I found the beginning parts of Borderlands were really like grindy, kind of, in my opinion, and they were all really repetitive in the beginning. And then later on, it started having fun. And then I remember, I think it was 6 or 7 months ago, it was myself, Eidolon, and then Rich, who's a friend of the show, and we were all playing Borderlands. And what ended up happening, I think Eidolon and Rich got drunk while we were playing. It was good times.
Maybe. Borderlands. I can't play Borderlands unless drunk. It's a game that I'm not a loot whore. Haven't been. I mean, my loot whoring days were back in Diablo 1, but then I've sort of grown out of it, or sort of got out of it. But like, is the loot whoring looking like it's going nice and strong? Because I know that's what the Borderlands players want, Mono.
Yeah, and it was awesome. It was 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Yes.
Do you pick up any guns? See any guns?
Yeah, they gave us like a shit ton of guns from the beginning of the game, from the get-go, and it's really, they were all good. So I'm not sure how to analyze this. There's so many weapons in the game. I can't say that.
Do they look nice? I mean, because the Borderlands, I have to say, Borderlands guns look really awesome.
They look just as awesome, and even more awesome.
Yeah, because they've gone even more cel shady. It looks like this time, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I think it's more smoother cel shading than before, so it looks nice.
So it had so if it had System Link there, maybe it has System Link. I'm guessing it will definitely have online.
Well, I'm not sure if it is System Link. I'm just guessing System Link. Maybe it was like connected through Wi-Fi or something. I'm not sure. Because I didn't see the wires or anything.
I don't want to interrupt anybody, but did either there's like I have like a little bit of thing that I read up on yesterday. Apparently, what the studio Gearbox, I think it's Borderlands 2 that they're doing this, but apparently people who pre-order the game or something like that, later on they can get a fifth class later on, which the other people can pay if they didn't pre-order the game, but the people who pre-ordered the game get another class later on when the game's released.
For free?
Huh.
Yeah, for free when they pre-order, but then the people who didn't pre-order can purchase the character later on.
Okay, that's fair enough. I don't mind that. I just don't like it when they say, "Oh, this you pre-ordered, you can have a bonus class, but you guys can't because you guys didn't pre-order. You can never have it."
You guys suck.
Yeah.
Another thing that I'm curious about: did either of you, like you were Slickshot when you played Borderlands 2? Did either of you play as the that one class like dual wields weapons, like the machine guns or whatever?
There are only 2 available classes. One of them was a Siren, and the other one was just the soldier guy. So no.
Lame.
I think the only guy who can dual wield is that big beard guy.
Yeah.
Beard guy. Cool. So Borderlands 2 comes out the 18th of September in the US and the 21st of September in the UK. Unless
I'm getting it.
Yeah. I can get it. It's awesome.
And it comes out on all 3 platforms: PS3, 360, and PC. So that's that. So what's your next game, Mono?
My next game. Well, I can talk on behalf of Slicks about Aliens.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Which, you were excited about this, Manio, but don't get excited for it. You're gonna be disappointed. Because everyone who walked away from that booth was like, this game is poop. It was like, meh, I'm very disappointed. Everyone was disappointed.
Oh.
I mean, Slickshot was disappointed. Even talked later on to a guy from Kotaku magazine, or website. Yeah, I was talking to him. He was like, "Yeah, I played Aliens. It was very generic. That's the word he used." So.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. So don't get your hopes up.
I was talking to Slickshot on Twitter, and he said it's some good bro-op action for the co-op and that. But other than that, it's probably just a, game you're gonna play for like a couple hours and then put back on the shelf and never touch again, which is really which really makes me sad because I was really excited for. This is Gearbox doing this game, right?
No, it's Sega.
Well, okay. Because I know the last Aliens sort of game that came out was Alien vs. Predator on the 360 and PC and PS3, and I was excited for that, and I bought it day one, full price, and that game sucked ass.
Bad move.
Oh, God. So this time don't buy it.
So is that Alien Colonial Marines we're talking about?
Yeah, this Colonial
Marines. That comes out shortly too. I think it's September time. I should really look it up. But if people are still in, you never know. It could just be like a bad build of it. You just never know with these things. I would wait until the demo comes out for a full judgment. You never know. So was there any other games you played that might not be so big or?
Primal Carnage.
No, I didn't fucking play that game because it looked shit. I didn't bother wasting my time with that piece of shit.
Any other games?
It's terrible.
That are shit.
It was terrible. It's like in the side of the exhibition hall. No one was playing it. Everyone was just walking past it. And the people who were playing it had this boring face. The most boring face I ever seen. It's like, oh my god, shoot me.
How is it boring to have people playing as humans against people playing as big dinosaurs?
Because dinosaurs is overdone. This is not the 80s anymore, man.
Okay, I'm going to interject
Jurassic Park is over.
Shut up. I'm interjecting something, by the way.
What's that?
I'm going to be gifting Eidolon, you Mono, and Slicks copies of a game I'm getting on Monday. So, it's a cooperative dinosaur game.
What's so gonna die?
If you guys want to check it out later, it's called Orion Dino Beatdown.
Maybe we should do a live stream of it.
We should.
That would be awesome.
I could maybe live stream that. Might get one of you guys to live stream it because you've probably got a line connection which is stable.
Actually, no, you can't. I won't be able to live stream it when I give you guys the game on Monday. It's not going to be released till May 4th, but I'm getting copies of the game on Monday, which is the 30th.
We can live stream it.
Why not just record it and post it?
Yeah, we'll record it and then post it.
It's easier than streaming.
Easy.
Okay.
We might do a Let's Play. Stay tuned for that. It might be appalling, But it will come out after the game's release, so we don't annoy people.
Get in trouble.
But we'll do it, and we'll see what's what, and I'll probably rage quit, and Mono will probably rage
But yeah,
and Mania will giggle like a little girl, because it's
I'll
dinosaurs.
giggle because it's dinosaurs, and you get jetpacks and you can drive around vehicles.
Okay, well, it sounds intriguing. We'll see what let's go. We'll get a live commentary and stuff going. So, back to the PAX. Mono, is there any games that you didn't get that you got to play, and if not, is there any that you saw videos of and stuff that are coming soon that you want to highlight? Other than that,
it's an indie game. I tried it. I think it's called like Snapshot, I believe, or Yes, Snapshot.
Taking dirty photos.
No, not really. It's like a 2D side-scroller game, and basically it has this really strange mechanic. Basically, you're controlling the character, and you're also controlling like a camera frame thing on the screen as well. And what you can do is you can use the camera frame to capture an image of like a box somewhere in the world, and then you can place the image somewhere else, and it will place the box you took a picture of before in that location.
That is an interesting concept. I'm just looking at some pictures here. It looks like you can build like a bridge or something by taking a picture of a bit of terrain and putting it somewhere, and then you can use it to get.
Yes, exactly. And some places you can't take a picture of, so you have to like be clever about it and use gravity as well. So you can drop the box on top of the area that you can't take a picture of, and the box will fall in there, and you can just jump over the box from that way. So yeah, I played it. I didn't want to put it down. It's like they almost were gonna pull me away from the controller by force to make me stop playing this.
Did they? What platform is it?
I played it on Xbox.
On X, so it's an arcade game.
Yeah, it's an arcade game.
Okay, cool.
I'm not sure it's going to PS3, but who the fuck plays PS3? So
So do you know how much it's going to cost or its release date?
No, I'm not sure. It was just an early demo. It didn't say anything.
Right. Well, that's one to keep an eye out for then. Maybe if you like puzzly games, 2D.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. Let's see, other games I played.
Bastion prototype.
What?
Did you, Slick said there was a Bastion prototype at PAX?
Bastion prototype?
Bastion
like
prototype? Yes, there was. There was, basically they had the very early build for Bastion. It was playable on their booth. That's it. I didn't touch it. I was like, oh, this is interesting.
Do you mean the game Bastion that's already out?
Yeah, the game already out. It had like a very, very early build.
Okay.
With like stick figures almost.
Oh, that's awesome. Bastion was fantastic.
Yeah. I love how indie games are like just,
so
developing right now.
You didn't really... Doesn't sound like you got around to play that many. I guess it was more sort of a bro-fest of hanging out with fellow tubers.
Yeah, see, I did play some games, but I don't really remember all of them. And a lot of time you're just waiting in lines. Like...
Sounds like
yeah, just wait 1 hour here, 1 hour there. You just can't get your hands on everything.
So is there any videos, like things that you saw of games coming soon? Like, I don't know.
I saw two major panels. The first one was Bioshock Infinite.
Sweet.
Bioshock Infinite one. It's a funny story. Me and Slicks had this badges that says special guests on them, right?
Oh, sweet.
The reason for that is because Slicks worked there last year, and so he was like entitled to get to. So, yeah. But the thing is, this year, guest pass means that you were part of the team working on the panel, helping out, right?
Oh,
but I didn't know that. So, first I tried like skipping the lines on Borderlands 2. Like, can I use this to skip the entire line and play already? I was like, no, I couldn't do that. Then I went to the Bioshock Infinite line. I was a bit late by 15 minutes before the show started. And holy shit, the line was long, like crazy long. I went to the end of the line, there was a guy just holding a sign that says, sorry, line is full, no one can enter. And I was like devastated. I was like, no, this is why I'm here. I'm here to see the Bioshock Infinite, panel. So I was like, I went to the front of the door, asked the guys there, like, I have this badge. Is there any way possible that I can enter or something? They're like, yeah, okay, go ahead. Like, okay. They're like, yeah, go ahead right now, before the show even starts.
That's awesome.
So I walked in. There's only like 10 people. Like Ken Levine was right there, right in front of me. It's like, holy shit, I'm in. And like sat in the best seats in the house. Watched the entire show.
So, what's the highlights of that panel for us then?
Basically, it was like it was called creating a villain, and they basically explained the process they went through to create the villains and in the
cool.
Bioshock Infinite game. So yeah, if you saw the trailers, they show you the mechanical Patriot, the Siren, and other villains in the game, as the Songbird as well. Do you guys know who these guys are?
I know what the Mechanical Patriot is, but not the Songbird.
Yeah, they show you like first draft of the idea, how it evolved, how it's they keep talking about the entire process, how it was really good insight to see how they create these guys. So yeah, it was really fun. And afterwards, as soon as the show ended, I took the poster they put on our seats and went to Ken Levine, and he signed it for me, and I took a picture with him, and I was very happy and almost cried in happiness. It was pretty awesome. I was like a fangirl right there. It was awesome.
So
it was great.
That's Bioshock Infinite, which comes out on October 16th in the States and 19th internationally, supposedly. So it should be interesting.
I take it Eidolon's picking it up.
Probably. I enjoyed Bioshock 2. I didn't enjoy Bioshock 1, which seems to be the opposite to what everyone else.
No, I'm the same way.
Even I have Bioshock on PC and it looks amazing. Don't get me wrong, because I can run it like a legend. Bioshock 2 though, I just felt more defined and it felt more open. I like it. Bioshock Infinite looks really open, so I look forward to it. And it'll be one of the games that I'll play in October. So was there any other panels that you attended that you might want to highlight? Or
I did go to the Mass Effect panel. Yeah.
Don't even.
Protests.
I'm so
Everyone was nice there, so no one was bitching about anything.
I guess people that was going to stand up and say, why did you make the ending so crappy with colours?
I'm pretty sure some people asked before I got there, but yeah, I didn't ask. I did just ask questions about the multiplayer DLC, which they already released, so there's no point talking about that now. Which is awesome, by the way. If you didn't pick it up right now. It's awesome. The Geth are awesome.
Don't play Mass
Effect.
I'm joking.
Was so fantastic playing through it. And then I was in the party with Zero, and as soon as I beat I was in a party, and then I left it. I was annoyed, and I came into a party with Mono. Mono was with somebody else. I don't remember who it was. I think it was Oten. He was a friend of the show. And I came in, and I was like, what the fuck is with this ending?
Yep.
Yeah, we still can't talk about that because many people still haven't beat it, and many people. But yeah, that's cool. Mass Effect panel. So was you there for 2 days or 1 day or?
I was there for 2 days. Technically 3, but the first day was on Thursday, so there's no show there. I just explored Boston.
Notes for next year. Just friggin' take a notepad, write shit down. Then we'll have loads to cover in the show.
Well, I was expecting to be on a podcast and talk about it 2 weeks after the PAX East was over.
Yeah, shame really. But some of the games you've highlighted are good ones. Is there any others that you can think of?
Yeah, the last one is Hitman.
Ooh, Hitman. I want to hear about this.
Yeah, so I used the same super duper guest pass trick to get inside early. And that's how I talked to the Kotaku guy from Kotaku magazine. Because there were only us in front of the line, like talking about the stuff.
Did you play it or did you just see it?
No, it was just the announcement, and they showed the gameplay footage for the first time ever.
Oh wow, what's it like?
How should I put this? Well, I don't care about Hitman games. I played the one before it. I don't know what it's called.
Blood
Money? Blood Money, yeah. I played Blood Money. I was like, what the fuck is this? It's like,
Blood Money wasn't the best, to be honest.
No.
Yeah, but I didn't know that. That was my first impression of the entire series was through this game, so I didn't like it. So I immediately just...
The original Hitman is where to go. You really see the sort of dawn of that game. And this
No,
is
right
before
now?
your Assassin's Creeds. I mean, seriously.
Right now, the way to go to get inside the Hitman series is through the next one, Hitman Absolute.
It does look amazing.
It fucking
Graphically.
blew everyone's mind in the entire, the entire whole thing. Like,
Oh.
they showed like two gameplay styles of the same level. The first one was super stealthy, like you sneak in, you dress, you take the clothing of an enemy to pretend to be like you're one of them.
Yeah.
You can just walk through them, and you can see your character getting nervous a little bit because you're getting closer to the enemies. It's like very stealthy, very awesome. And then the other one was just, maniac mode. He just goes in, beats the shit out of everyone, like takes an axe from the floor, and just smashes the guy's head off. And then the last guy was about to shoot him. He just takes the axe and throws it at him. Hits him in the head. It was so awesome. It's like, so good. So
wow.
good.
We don't.
Stealth elements were awesome. Combat elements were awesome. And apparently there's something new they added. In Blood Money, you had this mode you could see everything from like a bird's eye view. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. They removed that feature. Instead, they replaced it with something called, I don't know what's it called. Didn't say the name of it, but basically it's like a Hitman vision or something. So you press the button and everything goes to like black and white, and basically you see like the location of enemies in a certain radius, and also you see the trail of where the enemy will be walking through.
Oh, that's sweet.
So you can see where everyone's like walking around you, so you can plan ahead what to do, where to hide and stuff.
It sounds like it's similar. This might just be my opinion, but it sounds like it's similar to the kind of like detective mode that was in Arkham City and Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, it's similar.
Actually, I've seen the old clip of this this sort of trail system, because there is one or two videos out there, and it looks a lot like that. And it also, if you think about it, looks a bit like the Eagle Vision in
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
it's a bit of both, really. It's like a Hitman eyesight thing, which is cool and it looks nice. But we've got no release date for Hitman Absolution. Did they announce one?
I don't think so. No, I think they're gonna announce it in E3.
The only dates that I've got is 2012, so this year sometime. So
yeah, they said they're gonna announce more information in E3, so keep your eye out for that.
And that's next month. Well, not really next month. 2 months. Never mind.
So is that pretty much all your packs? I get the thing that you can cover is, did you just meet Slicks, or was there any other NooBToobers that you came across?
I met Slicks and I met Hale for a while.
Oh, cool.
All Hale with TV.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, kind of like side thingy, I met a lot of people I'm subscribed to on YouTube. A lot of people, like 13 people.
Oh, cool.
All from YouTube, and it feels really weird. It's like, okay, this is awkward. They're like right in front of me, and I'm used to seeing them in videos, so it was...
Any in particular?
Scenarios. I met Scenarios.
Yes.
By a complete accident, I swear. I was like just looking at my phone, walking around, looked in front of me for a second, saw Scenarios, then looked down at my phone, I was like, what the hold on! Like, I had to take a double take. Like,
awesome.
Holy shit, this Scenarios! And Mr. Stark is right next to him, holy shit. And then I saw the Rooster Teeth guys, I saw the Mega 64 guys. I almost bumped to Rocco from Mega 64, like literally, I almost like smashed into him because he wasn't looking where he's going and talking his phone.
Were the Yogscast guys there?
I have no idea who these guys.
I don't believe they were.
Oh, that would have been fantastic.
I also saw the guy called Uber Haxer Nova, who does the Minecraft stuff and wheel thing. What's it called? Yeah, I met him and his group of friends. And actually, You can see me in his latest video that he posted for PAX. I'm in that video.
Yep, that's cool.
So go see that and see me. That video. Give it a thumbs up.
So all in all, PAX a good time for you? Worth it?
Oh yeah, totally worth it. It was an amazing experience.
Going again next year?
I'm actually thinking of going to PAX Prime right now. I'm like, PAX East was so awesome. PAX Prime maybe is more awesome.
I think they just started accepting the passes now you can buy.
Yeah, they're about to open it soonish.
I wish I was rich like Mono. In a heartbeat, dude, I would be. Sadly, not this year.
PAX East is easier for me to go to.
Well, easier than it is for me anyhow, let's put it that way.
Yeah, it's like 6 hours less.
Which reminds me, UK meetup, got push on that. We're sorting that out, so any UK listeners,
you
get it sorted eventually.
Do it. Go there.
Don't know when it will be with the Olympics and all that jazz. It's going to be a manic year.
Yeah.
So we'll see. So yeah, is that your PAX? Any final bits that you want to cover?
Right now, I can't think of any extra bits, to be honest. So.
Did you see Assassin's Creed 3?
They only showed basically they had this long ass line, and when you go there, you just see a video of the game. I was like, no, I'm not gonna bother. I know what Assassin's Creed looks like, so see it.
I'm linking something in the chat that you should check out after we're recording. It's a game that's being published by Paradox.
Yeah.
And it's designed by the same guys who did Magicka. If you guys played Magicka,
Yeah.
I'm gonna link it in the chat, and you guys can check it out later. It's like this guy. It's basically set in this. I feel really bad that I'm whatever. But it's basically like a Dungeon Master kind of game.
Dungeonlands. I know precisely what it is. I've seen all these.
Okay, well, Mono maybe hasn't. So
there's a lot of good stuff coming from. But Paradox event was last week, and I guess it's good to highlight that you should really go and look and search for some Paradox stuff. There's War of the Roses, which is like a Mountain Blade Warbands kind of war game.
Call of Duty. I heard Total Biscuit say it's like Call of Duty, but in the medieval Dark Ages. Yeah,
there's Game of Dwarf, which is a Dwarf Fortress kind of in 3D, which is awesome. And there's Dungeonlands, which is like a 4 player co-op sort of dungeon thing. It's a bit crazy. Paradox is bringing out some good stuff. So
for Dungeonland, they're talking about they're going to add in a 4th player kind of deal, because right now it's only a 3-player co-op. It's got one person playing as warrior and all that, and it's based on in an amusement park, so it's not really it's not your typical kind of dungeon game, but it's based in the theme park, and they're talking about having a 4th player actually play as the dungeon master and send monsters for his friends.
I need to get my butt to these events that happen in London, don't we?
Yeah, anyhow. I heard. Last bit of thing I'm going to cover and then move on. Apparently, this event they had for Paradox took place in an actual crypt.
Yep, plenty of them around here.
That's so awesome. Yeah. Well, anyway, let's move on.
Well, I just remembered some other games right now because I looked at the map.
Fantastic.
So, 4 games I'm going to talk about. First one is Dragon's Dogma.
Yeah.
I played the demo they had there. The demo is very mediocre, to say the least.
That game doesn't look good. The one thing that bugs me, I've seen the videos, and I looked at it, and the characters are walking around, and only when they get, and they're kind of very static in a way, it's hard to describe. They look very, they're not in trouble, and there's zombies all over, and they're just walking around, and then only when they're in combat does it look like they've got any animation to them. It just looks like walk around. It's a bit weird. The camera's dodgy.
The animation does not really interact with the enemy. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I mean, the animation when he's hitting the enemy and not hitting an enemy is exactly the same, and you can't really tell the difference if you're hitting him or not. Also, the demo is not good. Basically, the tutorial was not clear enough with what the fuck I'm doing, what the controls do, how do you do the combos. They tell you very quickly, during the fucking fight, during the boss fight, they're like, do this and this to do this, do this and this to do that. I'm like, I don't know, I am concentrating trying to dodge this guy.
I guess the downside to this game is, it might be an earlier build that makes it look cacky, but
that's what I think. Yeah.
It comes out on the 22nd of May and the 25th in Europe, 22nd of May in North America and 25th in Europe, so
Yeah.
You know, they've not got a long time. If that's what it is right now, it looks like it could have interesting multiplayer, which might redeem it. But
I don't know.
Well,
Dude, just buy Dark Souls. That's what I'm gonna say.
Well, yeah, maybe. Well,
Because Dragon Dogma feels like it a lot.
cool. Plus, there's a game that's better than Dragon's Dogma and the same kind of ethic as Dragon's Dogma.
And Dark
That I'll
Souls is
cover later.
fantastic.
But so what's your other ones, Mono?
The other one is Sleeping Dogs by Square Enix.
Ooh, the trailer to that was amazing.
The game was fucking terrible.
I have no
So
idea
tough.
what. I have no idea what this is.
It's basically
Because
Crimes
in
of LA or whatever it was called. They was going to make a sequel called Hong Kong.
Oh,
True Crimes Hong Kong.
Crime, yeah.
It got
Yeah.
cancelled, but then it got picked up again, and they changed it to Sleeping Dogs. Carry on, though, Mono.
so basically, Yakuza in China, but without the good parts.
So
The controls are terrible, the graphics are terrible, the gun shooting is terrible, the quick time events are boring, and sure, some of the execution attacks you can do are like gruesome, but that's it. That's the only thing that slightly redeems it.
We'll have to wait and see on that one, I guess, then.
Yeah, don't even bother. Like, just leave it. I mean, if you have like $2 in your pocket and you find the game like on the street for $2, maybe then you can buy it. But I would say you better like spend it on 2 Pepsi cans. I mean, that's worth more delicious and refreshing.
So, what's your next one?
The other one, also from Square Enix, is Quantum Conundrum.
What the hell is that?
I'm looking this up.
Do you know Portal?
Well,
Yeah.
obviously.
Okay, stupid question.
The cake fly.
Basically, the creator of the first one of the big heads of the project, I'm not sure what her name is, but she basically left Valve and went to Square Enix, and she's making this game.
Oh.
So this game is like a Portal type game, pretty much, where all you do is a first person perspective, where you try to solve puzzles on the world around you by manipulating physics. You know? Yeah. The game was pretty awesome, and the graphics looked a bit like Team Fortress-y, a little bit. Well, I didn't mind; it looked cool. And yeah, I mean, I played it. It's really fun. It's really like it has the same feeling that Portal gave me, where I just stand there for a second, like thinking, how should I do this? And just think about it and try different things till you solve it, and then like move on to another stage. So yeah, it was a pretty good game. I mean, everyone who liked Portal should definitely play this. It's pretty awesome.
Never heard of it until now, so that's a good one to point out to people.
Yeah, I mean, here's the link as well. I'm gonna post in the chat so you can guys check it out.
Cool.
It seems also like it has the same, mysterious storyline behind the game, where you're not sure what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you have that too.
What's your final game from PAX then?
My last game for PAX is it was a Kinect game where you control dragons. I'm not sure what it's called.
A Kinect game where you control dragons doesn't sound promising to start with, Mono.
Kinect.
Do I have to wave? It's like
I'm gonna Google. It's like Kinect Dragon.
Like one of them jockey games. I just stand up and like bounce on my knees on the
dragon.
God.
I wish you didn't, but you couldn't do that. It's called Crimson Dragon, and basically, I only used Kinect like twice, and this is like my third time actually using it in a game. So, needless to say, I looked like a fucking idiot because I had no idea how to use the Kinect. I was just standing there like, what do I do? And like, I keep scratching my forehead from time to time, or like touching my face, and like the dragon will just do barrel rolls all of a sudden. I was like, no, what? Stop!
Oh my god.
Like, so basically, you play as a dragon, obviously, but how should I say this? It's like kinda, yeah, I guess so. Basically, you can just replace the dragon with any plane or aircraft, and it's the same fucking game. Because it plays like a airplane more like a dragon, because you shoot like guided missiles from your mouth, and it's like, okay, this is not really a dragon. It's
so Ace Combat, but with dragons.
Ace Combat is a good game, so don't insult it.
I just looked it up. Apparently, it's going to be released on the Xbox Live Arcade, so thank God it's not a full price title.
Yeah, thank God.
So, that's PAX with Mono. Some brief stuff there, but like quite good detail we got out of that.
And
interesting.
Dragons.
Except for the dragons, a lot to look forward to. Now, I'm going to hand over to Mania because he's got a game that he wants to talk about called Splatters, I believe. And I'm going to dash because in a very unprofessional podcast way, a dog has escaped and I need to put her back in a room. So I'll be back in a minute. But Mono, Mania will take over until then.
Alright.
Hello, I'm Manio. I'm a Canadian. So
maple syrup.
Maple syrup. So I was playing this game that I got on the Xbox Live Arcade. It's called The Splatters. Mm-hmm. And for anybody who's interested, have you played like Angry Birds or any other like those like artillery kind of games?
No, I haven't.
Okay, well, you know what Angry Birds is though, right?
Yes, unfortunately.
You like pull the angry. That's a fun game. You take the birds and you like shoot them and like you knock down objectives. It's pretty much the same thing with Splatters, but you control these little blobs. And what you do with these blobs is you use the controller and you launch them around the level to get like all these other blobs that are like shining, and those are like your points kind of deal. The whole deal with it is to launch your blobs, hit the other blobs, and then eliminate all of the blobs basically in like one go kind of deal. And sometimes the levels get like so ridiculously hard, I was getting so pissed off. Because you eventually get these power-ups, you can like take your blob and like shoot it, and then you can like freeze time, and then change his direction in midair and then shoot him somewhere else. And that is hard to like get down and use, because there'd be often times I'd like shoot the blob and he'd like launch, and then I'd go to freeze time, and then the timer would end and he'd just like fall down straight down and not hit anything. I'm like, ah! But it's addictive. It's like one of those like it's a score attack kind of deal, so you know how addicting score attack games are. Like people are like, okay, I want to get score. I want to beat my friends on the leaderboard. And some people are getting like 2 million, 3 million like score on these levels. And the highest I've gotten on a level is maybe 7,000.
You suck. That's why.
It's hard. I cannot understand how people are able to like use these blobs like seamlessly and flawlessly. Where I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna launch this blob. Oh, he fell.
I mean, does the game like give you like a good tutorial thing?
Oh, yeah.
I don't understand.
What happens is if you fail a level too much, like I do, it'll tell you, do you want to see how to complete this level? And you okay, and you press Y.
Retards.
You press Y on the, because I think it's only an XBLA release. So you press Y, and then what happens is it shows you how to complete the level. So you're like, oh, I just follow this and I'll complete the level, and still cannot complete the level when I follow the thing, because it shows you an outline for how to do it. So the blob will like shoot off somewhere, stop in midair, do his ability where he can shoot in another direction. I do that, I get it perfectly fine, and then somehow their blob like explodes and like bits of it go everywhere and hit everything. I'm like, what? I can't do it. But since it is a score attack game and it's very, very similar to Angry Birds, I find it extremely addicting and I like it.
But you are slightly biased.
But I am slightly biased.
I mean, is it out right now?
Yeah, it's out. It's 800 Microsoft points.
Interesting.
So, but if
you menu, you get it for free because it's friends of his.
But yeah, review copy. But if you're into like the whole artillery game, definitely check it out. It's pretty cool. But if you hate Angry Birds and you think Angry Birds is a pile of shit and you don't like it, don't play it.
Alright. So I'm only gonna play it then.
Good. So Splatters, I did catch most of that, so it sounds kind of interesting. Not my cup of tea. I'm not really a score attack person.
If you like Angry Birds, you really like this game.
There you go. You see. Such an unprofessional podcast, but it's fine.
It's very professional.
So we're moving on to the one game that I'm covering this week, which is Teraonline, which is what I open betaed and pre-ordered because it's amazing. And when I said it's similar to Dragon's Dogma, I mean it's Eastern, but it's action-based combat, except for it does it in a way that is action-based, unlike Dragon's Dogma. And it's massively multiplayer online role-playing game, as we all know. It's from Blue Hole Studios. You would never have heard of them. They're a Korean developer. And En Masse Entertainment, another studio you'd never heard of, brought it to the North America. And I was on the beta weekend this weekend, and it is perhaps the most addictive and amazing MMORPG I've ever played. It's kind of like a combination of typical MMO questing, which you come to expect, in this weird fantastical world where there's no actual sun. It's like an eye of something over, because a god had to take his eye out and put it. It's crazy Eastern stuff.
I see.
But on the flip side, it's like Monster Hunter, as in there's these things nicknamed BAMs. They're called big ass monsters, and they are like boss monsters or elite monsters, if you like, and they have thousands upon thousands of health. And you can't take them alone, so to speak. You could if you are really, really awesome, but you couldn't if you're the same level as it will kill you, guaranteed. Or it will take you like an hour to kill. Generally, the BAMs are like these big monsters. Search for big ass monsters from there, and they get increasingly large. Like
Are they called big ass monsters?
What was that?
Are they called big ass monsters?
That's the nickname that is used in game for them.
Alright.
The actual developers said, try and kill these big ass monsters, and it kind of got adopted by the community as a whole. Like, we call them BAMs because it makes sense, because they are big, they are huge. I mean, your character is like go up to their knees on some of these things, and even smaller on some others. And basically, this entire MMO is based around action combat. So you know how your traditional MMO is click on an enemy and then press your hotkeys and stuff. You both played MMOs. That's what you do, isn't it? You do it in Tor, you do it in WoW, you do it in all of them. This game takes aiming. You have a free sort of cursor aim sight, if you like, sort of, and you actually have to make connection to the monster to actually count as a hit. So there's actual collision. If you do not hit the monster, you do not damage it. You can't just spam hotkeys, because, like, I'm a Slayer. That's the main one I'm playing.
Is it the same thing, like vice versa?
On what? Yeah, the basilisks, we was fighting a basilisk, and it will trample you, and it has a load of moves. It's a bit like, imagine all these old school sort of big bosses where you have to kind of figure out the moves that they do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just like that, but in like a multiplayer setting, and it's amazing. Like, I was with my guild, to give an example of it, and there's 5 of us. We're all level 32, which was the max level for the open beta. And we was farming for guild tokens, which is to keep your upkeep of your guild. There's a lot of grindy bits in this game that you can avoid, but you don't necessarily want to. So we went to kill this thing called Death Glare. It's like a named basilisk. Basilisks are BAMs, generally, and they're hard to kill. They're probably the first BAM, the second BAM you'll come across. But these ones are like the 10th type, so they're like a bigger basilisk. And this Death Glare is like a special one, and he's like an elite. And 5 of us go there, so we have me, who's a Slayer. Slayers carry great swords and hit things, obviously. We had an Archer, which was the guild leader, which is Slick. Slick. His name's Slick. We had a Priest, who's called Tron, which is amazing. And we had a Warrior. They wield 2-handed weapon. They wield 2 swords. And we had a Tank, which is called Lancer in this. It's like a giant shield guy with a lance. I mean, really big. And they obviously keep the aggro. If most of you played MMOs, you know what I mean. I'm not going to go through the dynamics.
Yeah.
So we all have to work as a team to fight this. But unlike in other MMOs, where there's a set where you can beat him, as a Slayer, I can't be at the front of the monster, because if it charges, it's going to crush me and kill me. And the Priest can't like hang behind the tank either, because there is a chance that Basilisk will do a trample attack or a jump and smash. So you have to tactically work out what you're doing and kind of learn the moves and fight it. And obviously you've got to make connection. It takes about, since it was on level 32, it still took about 5-10 minutes to kill. I mean, it's hard work, and but when you kill them, it feels so good, and it's all action based. So I have to make connection, even though you have skills that are in your hotkeys. You have to make a connection with the monster, and you have to aim them. So if you're an archer, you have to aim your shots. You can't just, click on the monster and it auto aims. This is what amazes me about this game. It's all action based, and even though it's very Eastern, and there is a bit of news I'll cover in a little while about it, which they had to censor some stuff, but like, it's just the collision, this entire action-based combat has never been seen in any other MMO that I can think of. I mean, Tor doesn't do it, WoW doesn't do it, Eve doesn't. They're all dice rolls, and
actually Eve kind of does it.
Well, it's all auto attack, really.
I don't know.
So
but yeah, I guess because one of the biggest complaints I have about WoW and all these other MMOs is that the fighting is so fucking boring and repetitive. It just does not interest me at all.
See,
but this sounds.
It's not
good.
boring because you have to, because it's not based on gear. Well, it is to a degree, as you expect. It's based on skill. You need to.
Fantastic.
Some abilities have dodge, some don't. Slayers have dodge, archers have a kind of dodge, but others don't. So you kind of have to dodge attacks and maneuver around and find the position that's best for your class to be in. Obviously, the tank's at the front taking it all with a shield, which is amazing. But like as an archer, you've got to do different tactics. They can lay down traps that the monster could run into. And it's just like an open world arena combat, if you like. But there's a risk, since the BAMs usually are in areas where there's a load of them. If it kind of pushes you far enough away and you don't keep it away, you can kind of aggro another BAM, and then it gets to hell. I mean, one time we had 2 basilisks get us, and we didn't survive. If you cock up, you won't survive. You will die. I mean, BAM, and you can't single man BAMs. You can eventually, like the first BAMs you come across, like level 20-ish. When you're about level 26, 27, you can kill them. It takes time. It takes like 10 minutes, and so and so. But it takes time. With 5 of you, it still takes time on most monsters, except for the really low ones. And it's got dungeons and all sorts of stuff. It's basically your standard MMO, but with action, and they have a political system, which I won't cover too much because I haven't had any experience with it because it wasn't accessible.
Is it similar to the ones in Eve? Like,
no, with the political system, the information that I can go off is your guild leader can run for Vanarch of a territory. There's about 20 territories in total. This is each territory of a continent, like a region in WoW. And when they are elected into power, they get access to special quests which give them policy points which keep them in power. But they also have the ability to raise, lower taxes, open special vendors for their guild or everyone. They have a NPC policing force they can set laws for, and the NPCs will arrest players that break them. And in PvP servers, they can either disable or enable player killing. It's up to them. And they have all these choices, and they can even have their banners flying off all the towns and stuff in the area. And you have to maintain power by getting these policy points or getting re-elected constantly. It's kind of an interesting system, but it gives your guild these special powers, these special vendors.
It sounds like an actual MMO, like a true MMO.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty incredible. I mean, I think I've been converted to a fanboy in a weekend. I got in with a really nice guild on a North American server. I will warn EU players, go North American, because the guys that are doing the EU, called Frogster, they've censored blood. There's no blood, because they need to get it down to a PEGI 12 rating, which is the most hilarious thing ever, because they're still breastfeeding.
There's boobs everywhere, yeah.
But they took out blood. Blood's gone. Not in the game.
I was just looking on the website, and it looks like on the box it said it was rated M for mature.
It says M.
The North American one is, but the European, they censored it.
This game looks freaking gorgeous.
It's Unreal Free Engine, so it looks amazing. It's the best looking game I've seen in a long time, and it gets better when you're in it. There's some graphical glitches that I get, but that's because I'm not using an NVIDIA card, and I can probably tweak it to fix it. But it's so pretty looking, and the world's big. I mean, there's areas you can go to any area you like, and you'll get killed if you're not high enough level. Monsters aren't easy in this game. They are hard. It takes work. And the entire game so far has boggled me. I'm like, why are other MMOs doing collision with action combat? Tor, I played Tor, and like, I shoot at something, you know, I just click on it, it's locked on. Any ability I do will go on that thing. But in this, I have to aim. I can't lock on to an enemy, if you like. I have to actually aim my strikes, all my shots, all my spells. And I want to encourage everyone to try it. The only downside to this game so far is the whole Elin issue, which I'll briefly cover now. Which is, these Elin are like, they look like 12-year-old Japanese sort of girls. You know, the traditional schoolgirl sort of style.
Fantastic.
But they're them in the lore of the world, they're over 1,000 years old. They're like the oldest race, but they look like 12-year-old girls, so it kind of doesn't work. But there's been such an outcry about them looking like 12s, about pedos playing them, and there's even been people make guilds to do with pedophiles. It's like, pedophiles only or something, and they'll just be full Elon. There's a lot of weird shit going on.
Cool.
And, but this has driven some people away because people are saying, "Oh, I don't want to be in that game because of the Elon race." It's only one race, and in the North American version, they've censored the Elon a little bit. In Korea, you kind of did see maybe midriff. You didn't see boobs, right? But you saw midriff, and there was some looser sort of pants on. You know, like a little bit more sort of short briefs. But in this, they've sort of made it more comfortable for us. Like the briefs are full size. You don't have midriff showing. There was never cleavage showing of the Elon anyhow, but like it's not seedy now. They just kind of look like little Elon girls, and they have bunny ear rolls or something. But I personally don't find that offensive or like pedophiles only play it. In fact, me and some of my guildmates were discussing about making the most slutty Elon we can find just to annoy people. It's so childish for the North American and European community, because you go in and people are like, "Oh, these fucking Elon pedophiles only play them." I'm in a guild, and I got into the guild on the weekend, and I'm an officer in this guild, so it's made me slightly biased. And the only people in the guild that play Elon so far have been female. So, are they pedophiles too? You know?
How do you know they're female?
Yeah,
I speak to them in Ventrilo.
Oh,
sure.
And two of them are pregnant and married to two of the members of the guild. So yeah.
All right.
The girls, they sound like girls.
And then Eidolon drops some pedophile jokes about Manio, like, "Oh,
no, I don't. But the Elon,
You will.
I say, do not listen to the Elon rumors and rubbish, because the Elon are harmless. They're actually good for magical classes supposedly, but I haven't played one. But don't bypass this game because of this, because it's only the immature people that are like, "Oh, we can't play the pedophiles only," when it's not really.
It's people who like to find things to complain about.
Yeah, it's a game. And
the same people who complain about Blood and Rockstar games, same people who complain about the Crusades and Assassin's Creed and...
Yeah.
Nice.
And you know what the funny thing is? It's mainly Guild Wars 2 players coming in and saying about the Elon race. So what do you say? And they haven't played Guild Wars 2 beta. I have. And most of these people, you'd like, you say, "Oh, right, so you play the Guild Wars 2 beta, what about this? They don't have a fucking idea anything about Guild Wars 2 because they didn't watch the beta, and they're in criticising another game for it. I will own both games. I'm saying that right now.
Yep.
Guild Wars 2's a buy. Buy that game. Teraonline, give it a try. When I get trials, I will be throwing them out. I want people in this game. My guild's the second ranked on the server so far. We've got like 200 members, even though by the time we launch it'll be smaller. And the lead guild on our server, which might interest some people, they have a creeper face as their icon. You know.
Yes.
Minecraft.
They're called Lethality, and their arch nemesis. We was farming that Deathglare Basilisk I talked about, and so are them. But there's this channel switching system in the game, which I really, really want to. I'll move on from here. This channel system game, where if you're in an area, the world's open world, obviously, not instance, but you can change channel. There's up to 10 channels, and they're like instances of that area. So, like, if there's loads of people in channel 1, you can change to, say, channel 5, there'll be no one there, and it takes like a quick load screen, and that's it. And you can farm the mobs, or you can even cheat if you like we was doing, and so was Lethality. This Deathglare was farming our guild tokens, right? So the more we kill it, the more icons we'll get. So we'd go to one channel, kill him, then go to another channel, kill him, and obviously Lethality were doing the same, so he was kind of competing to get ahead of each other's channels. And the channels are like just instances of the world. It makes no effect to your game. You can still talk to everyone that you were talking to in chat, but it's like if the area's full, like the newbie area will, you can kind of change channel, and you'll find a channel that's not got so many people in, so you can get the mob you want to kill instead of getting it stolen by others. And yeah, Teraonline, I'm buzzed. I pre-ordered it North American, so if you're in the States, you can hit me up on the Freehold server. I'm in a guild called Ascent, and if you're EU, I really do wish that you come North American, just because I keep hearing worse and worse things about folks that they don't even have tech support on weekends.
And I'll play as a panda.
Yeah, Papori, the Papori.
So is Guild Wars free to play again?
Yeah.
But Terra is not free to play.
No, Terra costs money, but Terra's got more content than Guild Wars 2. But Guild Wars 2 is good because you can buy it, play it, and then come back to it whenever you like. With Terra, you can dedicate, and they have like 20 odd dungeons that you can run. They have a raid system even in now. You obviously can BAM farm. There's like 20 territories, and I only got through 3 territories in that game. And I think the max level is 60 at the minute.
Yep.
And there's 5 classes to choose from. So
okay, so Terra is $60 to buy, and then it's like $10 each month.
Terra is $50
It's
to buy.
50, and then there's the special edition.
Collector's
which is,
edition where you get a lion, $60.
yes, the lion mount.
I'm tempted to buy it, but if you get a standard and you think, oh, I want to get the lion, if you can upgrade your standard to collector's up until release, which is the 1st of May, I believe. But there's a head start weekend this weekend, so starting on the 28th, it opens up for pre-orders, and then
it comes out May 1st.
And then it comes out May 1st, and it May 3rd in Europe. So yeah, if you go standard just to get a pre-order in, so you can get on the head start weekend, and you decide you want the line, as long as you get the line sort of pre-ordered by the time the end of the head start comes, you can still get the line by just a $10 additional fee. So it's just a lion, though.
Yeah, but here's the thing about the game. It's like, if I buy it, and it's like I didn't have like time to play it, I feel like I'm wasting money because I already paid for a month fee.
Well, you get a free
I feel
month.
forced. Yeah, I feel forced to play. What did you say?
You get a free month when you buy the game, obviously, like all MMOs offer. Well, it's not really a free month. But supposedly, and I've read this, that the people that pre-ordered, if they get a subscription plan, they can get upwards of 40% discount on their subscriptions per month, so it can go down to as far as $8.95, I believe, a month.
Yeah, if you get a 1-year plan, the price will drop from $15 per month to $8.95.
Yeah, that's if you got that money to whack on it. But
yeah,
it's a game that you can do and not spend all the time in the world on, but it will take you longer to do stuff. But I don't know, if you just went on for like 2, 3, 4 hours a night like you would expect.
Yeah, I wish it had something similar to EVE's online leveling up system,
like,
where you can just level up, go to bed, do whatever, and to level up while you're offline. I think I'm getting my money's worth there, because
the EVE Online is a pain in the ass when you reach skills that take a year to learn and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
But I would definitely, if I get a trial, because I know Mono missed out on the open, I will throw it out to him.
Yes, please.
I don't know if they will, but if just have a look at this game, ignore the whole Elam rubbish, and focus on the rest of the game. And there's quite a gem here, and I hope it does well, because it's a different kind of MMO, and it brings us out of the whole click to kill era. And that Guild Wars 2 together, I think, could be the 2 big PC games that are MMOs that could keep you going for a good few years. They have plans galore for Terra. They've got more BAMs, they've got more levels, they're going to improve the political system. They have all these plans already laid out of what they're going to improve over time. Like, already, there's an expansion in Korea, which is coming to North American stuff soon, which adds like glowy effects to weapons, which look amazing, and more BAMs and more raids, and it's awesome. Check out this game, and I think I've covered it too much, but damn, it's an interesting game.
And World of Warcraft needs to die, so
it needs to die already, and Titan should be released or whatever.
Check out Terra, seriously, guys. I'm not a big MMO player, but this game is something different, and it feels good. And even if it is a grind in a way, because it's Eastern and it's just quest collecting and killing things, it's still damn fun with people to play with and to chat with. So yeah, definitely a good game. So I think that brings us to the end of the show just about. Don't need to cover that thing there. This could well be our last show ever, guys, because next week, early next week hopefully, we're planning to bring out a new show which will include me, Mania, Mono and Slickshot.
Yeah,
we're going to organise it. We don't know what it's going to entail yet. It's going to have a bit of culture, a bit of gaming, and it should be interesting.
A bit of everything.
Yeah, bit of everything. We've got to work out the details. So this could be the last coffee break. May well be. It's a nice number to end on, 15, I think. And so next week, look out for our new podcast, which hopefully should be a start of a new sort of era of regular weekly stuff.
Yeah, because the thing is, when we have more people, if someone can't make it for a week, they can record anyway without that person.
Yep, there you go, you see. So it's good. So obviously you can follow us all at Twitter. Still, I'm at Eidolon. Mania is at Mania with 3 zeros. Monochromatic is Monochromatic X with a capital X at the end. And of course, you can still follow the NT Coffee Break, even though we might have a new Twitter and stuff. Or you can PM us on the forums and like us on Facebook and all that good stuff. So
and like the videos on YouTube because you're going on YouTube.
Oh yeah, YouTube too. So, you guys got any closing comments? Yeah.
Expect us to talk about Orion Dino Beatdown next week because I'm giving all these guys copies so we can play the co-op.
Yeah, and
Yay!
hopefully a stream too.
Because it's a 5-player co-op game killing dinosaurs.
Coolly. So
I really want you guys to check out the videos after. It's so awesome.
right.
Alright.
Meanwhile, because Eidolon has to go to work now and do his stuff, so I will bid everyone a goodbye. And from Mono, it's a goodbye, Mono.
Goodbye.
And from Enio, it's a goodbye.
Au revoir.
And we're out till next week. Goodbye, guys.
Goodbye.